Hello everyone, it's Ashwin Rao. Today I have a particularly exciting treat for all of you as well as obviously me. And we're going to check out this pair of Santari Tokyo shoes. Santari, who is run by Atsushi, who is the primary shoemaker, and is based out of the Asakusa region of Tokyo. Santari is in the more affordable range of MTO and MTM shoemaking based out of Japan. So you can get these shoes new for between $2,000 and $3,000, which shockingly is actually fairly affordable these days from a bespoke and high-level craftsmanship standpoint. But I'm going to do the unboxing so it is to give you the experience of Santari Tokyo, because I think it's a brand that you really should be aware of. First pair of Japanese made-to-order shoes by Santari Tokyo. This, as you can see, is a split-toe derby with a hidden skin stitch on the split on the front of the toe, a hand-sewn pie crust apron that you can see is done with extremely clean, precise work here. But what really makes this shoe unique, other than its beautiful construction, is the fact that this has a seamless heel. Most split-toe derbies will have a heel counter and a hidden seam in the back that is protected by that heel counter. This essentially is one piece of leather all the way around the shoe that forms both the heel, the side paneling, and most of the front toe box, other than the vamp, which is connected to the rest of the shoe via the pie crust apron. Even the facing and the tongue are integrated into these two pieces of leather. So this is not a hole cut. This is really two pieces of leather fashioned to create this style, but done to extremely precise levels of execution. You can see how clean the nose of that shoe and the split toe is. The patterning on the upper is done quite nicely with nice grain structure played out well together. There's maybe slight asymmetries, as you can see that this cross pattern is delivered with more of a diagonal hatch and this is done with more of a straight hatch. So slight differences there that I'm noticing, but I can't imagine how you would execute that any better given that this is all one piece of leather, creating the large portion of the shoe, save the apron and the tongue, which are integrated together. As we take a little closer look here, you'll see that this has 5 blind eyelets. If we look on the inside, these eyelets do have protected metal grommets on the inside here. You can see the included waxed leather lacing here. As I mentioned, the pie crust is done in the traditional pie crust sewing style, which is a hand-done piece of work. So really a handmade shoe here. It has a block heel with a nice high shine, which is why I think this has really never been worn. I see essentially no wear on this shoe. With equal and symmetric sizing to the leather stack, so very cleanly done. You can see this bi-beveled waist here. More or less hidden stitch on the waist here. I can, if I look really closely in certain angles, see the recessed stitching done on the blinded waist here as well. There's no offset between the block heel and the waist, which is a feature I also tend to like, but there's some unique features that this extension of the side of this panel here in this triangular formation to create the bevel. I've never seen that before, very unique. You also see a little notch right here that helps separate the block heel from the tapered waist or the beveled waist. I believe this is a Gatzian and Girling City rubber sole that was used. You see there's no sole stitching shown here. Here we have a very gentle rounded waist, very slight rounding here. And this shoe does also come with a lasted shoe tree, so very nice. Speaking of the last, this is what appears to be an elongated almond-shaped last. There's a slight bevel to the edge before the fudging work is done, which I've never seen before. It's exceptionally cleanly done. Even the taper as this outsole is brought into this blinded waist is very clean, gentle, symmetric, and precisely done. So I can appreciate the level of craftsmanship that Japanese shoemaking has become known for, and it is really next level. The fact that you have a unique design with a seamless heel split toe derby, the fact that you have a very clean reverse skin stitch to the split toe, the blinded waist with the double taper to the edge of that waist, the very clean heel block with extreme detailing of both the outsole stitching and the execution of the heel block. How well lasted this shoe is. You don't really see any strain or stretch marks from the lasting process. Wow. Picking up shoe number 2. Again, just purely clean execution work done. Again, looking at the different patterning done on the upper leather, everything is just so cleanly and purely executed. I don't see a single defect in this shoe. Honestly, everything is done with exceptional fit and finish. Makes me curious about other Japanese makers, seeing how clean this work is. So if I place the shoe in profile, you can see it's got what I would say is a medium instep, slight upturning to the nose of that shoe. I would say maybe just a bit of toe spring. Let me kind of put the shoe down. Yep, just maybe half a centimeter of toe spring at the front of the shoe that tapers down to where the shoe is going to meet the ground here. There you go. Hope you're doing well. Enjoy this look. I'm going to shine these up and give you a second look of these shoes. Once I'm done shining them, I'm going to enjoy them as pieces of art before I wear them. But I'm excited to wear these and try these out in the real world. Have a good one. Take care. Goodbye.